So it was rectified by the time he died.
Yeah. It was just because he showed up with guns.
Showed to the Comedy Store with guns?
Yeah. Where's Danny Store? I'm going to kill him. Oh. And started shooting and shit. Call the cops.
Wait, he was shooting at people?
Yeah.
Who's the guy he wanted to kill?
It was either Angel Salazar or Danny Stone or someone like that. I don't know. One of those comedians.
You don't know why he had beef with them?
They were fucking time. And then you came in and you started hovering. Then I'm like, all right, he's good. No, I'm just kidding.
I learned how to execute because I just think that there's a lot of positioning in comedy. I never wanted a position. I just wanted to do well, make friends, do the right thing, keep growing and learning.
My mom. I mean, you followed my mom's system. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, you kind of let things just kind of occur.
Let it happen.
It let it happen. And that's kind of like, the idea is like jet ski, for instance. Like, she gets it.
Yeah,
she's
love
there.
her.
She's working the fucking lot. She's working this. She gets the process.
Yeah.
And a lot of these fucking kids, which is disgusting, don't get the process. You don't get that it takes time. Like, when I say time, it means a lot of fucking time to like, to develop and to like, work there and stuff like that. For me, it was different because I had to work a zillion times harder. So I was like kind of Dean Del Rey. Dean Del Rey, like, he like started late, but he fucking like was up. You ask him, you're like, yo, how many times have you done? He goes, 752 times and 3 a day. You know what I mean?
Dude.
So for me, I was Mitzi's son. So I had to like fucking like, I went straight out of high school. I was 17, and I went straight out of high school, and I fucking was like this because I had the added extra pressure, like, not only to make it, but I was Mitzi's son.
Yeah.
So, like, she didn't, it was really bad. Me and my mom had a fucked up relationship, like, when I decided to do stand-up when I first showcased for her, and that's kind of what my one-man show is about. I have a one-man show about my childhood and growing up and the attention that I had with her because, it's like she was Mitzi Shore, but yet she was my mom, and fuck you, and it was a lot of that stuff that you would do with a parent, and so yeah, you definitely have to pay your dues, and you have to put in the time, and you have to kind of develop,
And she made you do that harder because it was your mom. She was super critical. I mean, tell me if this is a lie. This is a social rumor. Okay. Did she tell Seinfeld that he was a hack?
She didn't say he was a hack. Basically, what it was she just didn't like his style of comedy. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like, so for instance, like me and my mom, we had our house where my mom's house that I lived in was up Doheny above Sunset up there. And so Jerry Seinfeld lived, because me and my mom would walk her dog Kelly all the time. Mm-hmm. We would walk her dog, around the thing, boom, 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 boom. And then we'd go back to the house. It was around a cul-de-sac thing. I wouldn't say cul-de-sac, up the hill. So Seinfeld's house was up there. So we'd always walk the dog by and go, oh, look at him. He thinks he's funny. He's not happening. And she kind of shit on him and stuff. But I like Jerry Seinfeld, but I understand why she didn't like him. I get it. You know what I mean?
It wasn't her style.
It wasn't her style.
Well,
But I don't know if she called him a hack. She just said it's not happening.
Well, here's the deal.
Like
he came back to the store. The reason I ask is he did a spot at the store. It's got to be 5 years ago now. And it said he hadn't been back in years and years and years and years. And the story that he told, or his version of it, was she didn't like him. She said he was, I don't know if he used the word hack, but he said something to the effect of like, wasn't going to make it, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, when I got my sitcom and I bought my house above theirs, he's like, my favorite thing in the world was driving by those people and seeing them below me on the street on the way to my fancy sitcom.
I mean,
vindictive.
To my mom's defense, my mom's house was a lot bigger than Jerry's house.
Take that, Seinfeld.
Just because Jerry's house was above it doesn't mean it was bigger.
That's right.
So, anyways, whatever.
No, but it was.
I mean, my mom was particular.
Yeah.
She was particular, and maybe she felt a little bit. What's the word? I don't know. Not angry, but a little bit bothered by the fact that Jerry didn't need my mom. You know what I mean?
Right.
He didn't need her. He already made it.
Yeah.
He was already like, rock and roll.
It is true, yeah.
But to her defense, she just didn't like that style. He's very New York.
It was just a totally different. The last, I'm happy.
And it's funny because he never asked me.
Why did you move to Vegas then?
I was in Maui for the pandemic. I went there for like, I was there for like 3 months. And then I was watching the news like everyone else, and LA was burning.
Yeah.
You know?
It still is. Let's say why you really went to Vegas on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Taxes.
Oh, no. I thought you were going to say pussy. Sorry.
In here, we pour whiskey.
Hey, I've talked about Squarespace on this show very, very much, and I love these guys. I think they're incredible. What they do over there is great. They've created a platform for you to make a website so you can sell something, produce something, talk about something, rant on the internet if you'd like. And if you just have a crazy blog that you're looking to promote, Squarespace is the place for you. I really do love it. I've used it for years and years. That's how I made a bunch of my different sites. I'm not smart enough, so I usually hire somebody, but Squarespace is still so good for even someone that's, highly active and efficient in website integration and creating something for you. The best part about them, to me, they have these video studios. You can edit live videos within your site. They have email campaigns. You can pool all these people's emails to get, find out where your fans are, where the people that you're trying to speak to are coming from. And they have analytics, the insights to help you grow your business, learn where your site visits and clicks are coming from, and analyze which channels are the most effective, which I think is incredible for me, especially as a comic, to let me know where you guys are so I can come see you and tell you about it when I get there. You really got to try Squarespace. And if you've used Squarespace and used our promo code, if you use that code WHISKEY, send me your site at imasantinofan@gmail.com and maybe we'll feature it on the show. Head over to squarespace.com/whiskey, squarespace.com/whiskey for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, use the offer code WHISKEY. Save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Everybody wants to last a little bit longer in bed, okay? Just a little bit longer in bed, and Roman is here to help you out, my friend. Their swipes are clinically proven to help you last longer in bed. You got to try this out, okay? Millions upon millions of men are trying to satisfy their partners because satisfying a dude is very easy. It's simple. All you have to do is get in there, and it takes care of itself. But if you want to last longer, to make sure that your love experience is has a little bit better trajectory for the length of time for you, you got to try it out, okay? You have to try out the swipes. I tried it. They sent me some. It definitely works. It definitely works. It gives you a little bit longer lasting time in bed to enjoy yourself even more with your partner. PE treatments are safe, effective, and used by millions upon millions of men. And they got free 2-day shipping. So give yourself a couple of swipes. Let yourself last a little bit longer on somebody you swiped on an app maybe a couple hours ago. You want to show them what you got? Give a Roman swipe. Let them see what you got. Go to GetRoman.com/whiskey today. GetRoman.com/whiskey today. If you're approved, you're going to get $10 off your first order. That's GetRoman.com/whiskey.
Ginger. I like gingers.
Same thing, dude. Wait,
but for real, so LA's my home.
Yeah.
So my home was burning. So
Yeah.
I couldn't be around that. So, and I had my parents that died and all this shit was going on in my life. And I was just like, I want to be around joy.
You had to get away.
I wanted to be around joy. I've been in LA my whole life.
Yeah.
I never knew anything but LA. And I was just like, what's joyful? And I was just like, Vegas. And then I just got this killer house. And I recently became very close with Nicolas Cage, who's my neighbor.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's fun, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, you say they grew up with you. I mean, I remember seeing you on MTV, and it was fascinating, dude, because when I never knew, because back then, too, especially because social media wasn't around. So what we saw of people on television was all we ever knew. So I never knew. I was like, is this who this guy is? Is this his creation from this guy? Is that who he, like, I couldn't understand. I was like, that's this guy. And in my mind, before I ever met you, I was like, that's who you are. You're always that guy. But then I meet you, you're much more dynamic than just what one person has seen on television.
Yeah, that's a little sticky, you know?
No, it's not sticky. It's just you created something that was it was like America fucking ate you alive. Like people were in love with you, and it's also that character that they held on to so much that like you're much deeper than that thing is. But when I was young, I was like, I just assumed that's who you were for sure. I was like, that's him. Yeah. But then I meet you and I know, you're a much more layered dude. Your comedy is subversive and different than just the one thing that I saw of you. But that thing was so big. It was wild.
It was wild. It's crazy. I've been putting together a lot of kind of what's it called? Historical kind of looking back projects. Memoir. My one-man show. My show I'm working on with Adam Sandler's company, and then and all these things. And I have saved every video. I've saved every photo. I have thousands and thousands of videos and photos of everything. So I found, this is hilarious, I found a screen test from in the Army now when I was screen testing all the kids because I was like the hot guy and everyone was screen testing for me. So I found a screen test with Adam Goldberg, Adrian Brody, and Chris Rock all coming in to read for Andy Dick's role in the Army now.
No way.
It's fucking dope, dude.
That's awesome.
It's fucking Chris Rock wanting to be in my movie is fucking hilarious.
How old was he then?
He was, you know, he's a little older than me, so I was probably in my early 20s, so he was probably mid 20s, but he was trying to act, you know what I mean? And then when I found the screen test from Son-in-Law. So when I did Son-in-Law, so there's Ashley Judd.
Yeah.
So she came in and read, and the Heather Graham came in and read, and a lot of, you know, so I saved everything. So it's like looking back, it means so much.
You have all that footage.
I have everything, yeah.
What?
So that's all that shit.
Where are you going to put it out? Are you ever going to put it out?
Yeah, I'm kind of crafting it now.
Into like a
Well, I have a memoir. My memoir is called How'd You Expect Me to Turn Out? So that's my memoir. So the crazy part about my memoir is I wrote it 25 years ago when I was 28. So like if you ask me about little stories right now, my memory's pretty good. Like I remember every little thing. But the reason why I wanted to write it at that time is because I didn't want to forget everything that just happened to me.
Right.
So I wrote it like kind of when I did Biodome around that time. You know, it was around that time looking back, but it's everything from like all these little things like at the store or, you know, the MTV stuff or Beverly Hills High School or, you know, the story about my friend that got molested and he shot the guy that fucking, it's just like boom, boom, just all these fucking stories. So it's very detailed. So right now me and my assistant are putting together all the images and clearing it through legal and all that stuff. So I'm going to kind of put self-publishing that and I'm going to put that out. And then my one-man show, which I've been filming and I've been you know, touring it all over America. It's called Stick with the Dancing. And that's what my mom said to me after she saw me perform.
What did she said, stick with the dancing?
Yeah, because I ended with pop locking. Because I showcased for my mom, you know, at the store, just like anyone did.
Right.
Because I stayed away from the store for about 2 years, and it was finally time for me to showcase for Mitzi. You know what I mean? And my mom's sitting in her booth with Louis Anderson and Paul Mooney, right? And she's got her list. She's like, who's next? And then Paul Mooney's like, Paulie's next. She's like, oh, fuck. So I come on stage. This guy, Carl Edwards, brings me on stage. He had 3 nipples. And I do like all these jokes that other comedians wrote for me. And Angel Salazar wrote jokes for me. Argus wrote jokes for me. But I ended with pop locking. So I started fucking pop locking and all this shit. So I go to my mom after. I'm like, how did I do it? She said, stick with the dancing. And that's so that's the show.
Stick with the dancing.
Yeah, that's it's stories of my childhood. So it's kind of like, I don't know if you ever saw Mike Tyson's Undisputed Truth.
Yeah.
Just fucking dope.
Yeah.
So he speaks and there's videos and photos playing behind.
Yeah.
So I got to know. I'm not allowed to say it, but I got into some festival in New York with it, and that's going to be in November. So yeah. So it's this. While I'm still semi young, I want to remember this shit. I want to do it, and I want to say goodbye to it. You know, because people love the history. You know, they love that era, that time. What was this? What